I mean, I would be lying if I didn't say Merry Christmas. I'm really happy. Um, I'm proud of our team. That's the first piece. I'm proud of our team, and I'm proud of my coaches for really working hard at helping these student athletes and understanding how good they can be, especially because at, halftime, we had 17 turnovers. And, it's been a while since we were in that place. It was kind of a dark place, and I challenged the group, and they responded, and they did it together, and that's what I love. From the bench to, the managers, to the women that were out there, they did a great job of responding and finding ways to just keep pressing, because it's not like, Monroe sat back and took it. They kept battling themselves. So that's why I believe, that's why I started out with Merry Christmas. So it's merry, it's something, it's happy, it's joyous. And I'm happy they're going to be able to go into a break being 2-0, especially knowing, we have JMU lurking around the corner after we play Houston-Tilton. So.
Yeah, Coach, this is the second, conference win, trailing from halftime, being able to pull out a win like this. What can you say about this team's, performance over these last two games to be able to come back from those first half deficits and come away with two really critical conference wins?
The biggest piece to me is going to come from those timeouts. So whether they be timeouts on the floor or the locker room talk that they have with us, or, in those quiet spaces. And I really believe we're starting to have positive, resonating coaching amongst the players, and that is why, and they're rallying for each other. You're starting to see the gelling and the chemistry come together. That's truly it. We're giving them formulas, we're giving them different pieces here and there, but until the team has the buy-in and they listen to their leadership and they have an understanding, right, you're going to be stagnant. And that's what we're seeing right now is those pieces. When they're challenged, they meet the challenge, and the leadership on the team, the individual student athletes, are doing a great job of helping mirror what needs to be done to win.
Yes, Kara, what does it say about this team being able to come from those first half deficits and be able to, at the very end, be able to come away with two conference wins?
I just think it just shows our grit and our willingness to work, even though we're down. I think just, just hard work, not giving up on the play, not giving up on the game, because, basketball is a game of runs, so being able to just keep our composure and play through.
I think we stayed confident. Whenever we went into the locker room, we said we was good. We knew we was going to win the game. We just had to clean up our hiccups.
And to kind of follow off that, how gritty has this team really become over these past two games?
Very gritty.
They share the ball well, right? That's what you saw. They started doing a better job of sharing the ball, and they find these two. They enjoy sharing the ball and finding them, and that's what I appreciate. Very team. Sometimes to a fault sometimes, right, where, hey, you've got a wide open look, take your shot, whether it be Angela or Talia, right? They've got good looks. I love that Maya took her look, but Maya could have taken a look, but she gave it up for a better shot to Angela today. So I think that's exciting to see. That's growth.
Yeah, Coach, with this, having 17 turnovers in the first half, to be able to, cut that by less than half, what can you say for your team, be able to, respond to the coach and be able to have, less turnovers, which really made the difference in the game?
So I think one is a sense that they have accountability to themselves and to the team, and two, that's a sense of your team growing and maturing, right? Maturing. I think that equals 8 in the second half, and that's right about par, right? Versus 17. So that's just maturity as a team, and that's exciting because that's what you need, right? Especially when you're down.
Inside, Kira, what was the difference, in the second half to limiting those turnovers?
They were an aggressive team, so I think being able to catch the ball, hold the ball, be strong with the ball. Coach Z was telling us to get our elbows out and actually squeeze the ball. So doing that made it, better for us. Then also pass fake.
Staying poised. Coach Z told us to stay poised over pressure, and I think the first half we wasn't poised, and then we settled in after halftime and stayed poised.
Kira, you did some, amazing work down low, 24 points, 10 rebounds, complete the double-double. Just how are you able to kind of just dominate down low and be able to hit those key shots when your team needed them the most?
Well, for one, passes. I think my teammates delivered the ball very well to me. And then staying poised, staying, in my bag, not letting them speed me up or letting the double, whatever it might be, disrupt my game.
And kind of what Coach Z was saying, like how has the team's ability to kind of pass the ball and be able to find those open looks, how's that really helped your game, especially being down low?
Moving the ball gets the defense shifted, so at some point we're going to have it where it's going to be one-on-one, and then they deliver a good pass. So.
And then Snell, like always, you had a pretty good night, especially hitting that three-pointer at the end of the third period. Just how have you been able to kind of, string these consistent performances along so far?
Staying locked in. I do get sped up sometimes, but I have to calm myself down. The coaches do a great job of letting me know what's open, and to have higher intensity on my defense, which will translate to my offense.
And Coach, another player that had a good night was Angela. Your freshman having 14 points and also 7 rebounds. How proud of you for, especially being a freshman, be able to step up in her role, be able to contribute to this team?
Really excited because high school was just, a year ago for her, that she's growing every single game. But even as you say that, Colton, these are 2 sophomores next to me as well. And that's the growth and maturity that I'm really excited about to take into this Christmas break and hit the film and really show them how, like, we're just scratching the surface of the positives that they bring to the table. Angela did a really good job. If I had to give her any positives that are beyond the stat sheet, she did a really good job to coaching response. That's hard sometimes for student athletes, especially freshmen. And so she did a really good job with the coaching cues. I felt like you could really get at her and she could still clearly hear the message and make the change. And that, to me, is my biggest takeaway for Angela, playing really well today.
And then, Talia, she's continuing to improve her performance. How proud of you, kind of what we were saying.
Back to back, yes. It's awesome. Right, Maya and her are 1-2 punch at that position. Talia can also extend with certain lineups and play at a forward spot for us. Really excited. She's definitely a young woman who's always taking accountability and is like, I can always do more. I find that refreshing, and her teammates do as well. She also just has these energy plays that gets everybody going, and so for her to string her games together is exciting for all of us.
Now y'all kind of take a break off for Christmas, and then y'all come back against Houston-Tilson. How does this team just continue to kind of string these performances along, especially when we're going to get really into the heart of conference play?
So for some student athletes, they really need to give their body a break over these next couple of days, right? Others, they need to hit it right away to make sure that we stay in shape. So there is a level of relaxing, enjoying friends and family, because you need that as a student athlete, right? Basketball players, we run across so many different holidays, if you will. But to me, that's the norm. Since high school, I don't think I've ever had anything more than 4 days off for Christmas. And so it's the norm. But knowing that you need to spend that time with friends and family is important. And then some of us need to work a little bit harder as far as staying in shape than others. And they come back, it's 2 days right away, to get ready to roll, because we are in conference play. That's the unique piece about being in the Sun Belt Conference with so many games that we're running before and after the Christmas break.
And Tonight, Kara, what's going to be the key to, continue this consistency this team's really built up, especially over these past 3 games, and just like, being able to take it into this Christmas break and be able to continue it into the new year?
I think staying locked in and also staying confident in our game.
Yeah, staying locked in and taking one day at a time.
And I guess my final question, with it being the holidays, just, what do y'all love about Christmas the most, and just, what do you really enjoy, being with your family and just spending time with Christmas?
I enjoy opening my presents and eating.
You're still loving presents.
Yes.
Oh, that's scary.
I am.
That's good.
I just like that I get to go home. I haven't been home in a while, so I'm excited to go home.
Yeah, that will be nice. Yeah, for me, I just enjoy. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so I'm not gonna lie, it's my favorite holiday since I was a child. I love everything about Christmas. I love the music. I love the clothes. I love it that it's hot here in Texas. It's nice and warm. It's supposed to be 77 on Christmas Day, right? I'm Catholic, so I don't mind midnight mass. I love all of it. I like the presents. I like the cooking. I love everything about Christmas. I love it so much that we're actually gonna have our team Christmas party after they return. So I'm gonna extend that full 12 days of Christmas. But thank you for asking that, Colton. It's a really fun holiday. It's a really, really fun holiday because it really does mean family and togetherness. Thank you. You're going to go